Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's going to be bad.
I thought like countries in South America were kind of prepared and more ready for this to happen.
So was Bear Stearns, or Merrill Lynch or whatever. I mean, it's all interconnected. The banks are all interconnected, and that's who really controls all of this. So, and that's why, as I was saying, how do you actually bring about socialism?
Yeah.
We have to nationalize the banks, and not in the George Bush way, where we pump billions, or the Democratic and Republican Congress way, where we give billions of taxpayer dollars to these corporations to then go ahead and do whatever they want. We're talking about real nationalization under workers' control, where the banks, then we open the books of the banks. We find out how much money is coming in, how much is going out, who are they lending money to, what's everybody being paid, how can we use the economic lever of a bank in order to actually benefit society. You also have to nationalize the big industries.
For the common good.
For the common good, exactly.
That old-fashioned idea.
Very old-fashioned, but very, very necessary.
Yes, exactly.
Nationalize the factories, the big pharmaceutical companies, the big multinationals, all the oil companies, all those big corporations. And, of course, in countries with huge agricultural populations, landless peasants, huge movement in Brazil, the land. The land needs to be nationalized and put to use. I mean, for example, in Venezuela, you have huge swaths of land, thousands and thousands of acres of land, which are not being used to produce food. They're being used, I don't know, for recreation or for a handful of cattle, and they're maybe owned by some British noble, some British lord owns all this land. Where you have people that want to farm the land, people that want to produce milk for the cities, they want to produce sugar, they want to produce beans or rice or whatever, and they can't do it because they're told, nope, this is private property. So that's why we have to take. That's why we have to take that land. That's why we have to take those banks, and that's why we have to take the key industries. We're not talking about the little mom and pop shop. We're not talking about the guy that's selling coconuts on the side of the road, his poor little stand that he's trying to just make a couple of reales out of. We're talking about the key fundamental pillars of the economy.
Yes.
That's what, they're the ones that really decide who works, who doesn't. Big corporations like General Motors and Walmart have much more say over employment.
Down there.
Yeah, Walmart's getting in there. They have a lot more say over who works and who doesn't work as compared to even the government. It's those big multinationals. And that's the same thing we need to do ultimately here.
Yes.
So